Through the first two matches, talk about the first two matches at first. The success the team seemed to have in terms of clicking on offense and defense. A couple minor hiccups in terms of against Santa Clara a little bit late in the match or a little late in each set where they made a little bit of a run, forcing you to call a little bit of a late timeout. But other than that, against Santa Clara and Western Michigan, everything went pretty good. Assess the team through the first two matches.
Well, we were in pretty good shape after two matches. You're right, we did have some trouble at certain points in the match against Santa Clara. It was really around 19 or 20 that we just seemed to pause a little bit, and Santa Clara, made a push at us, and we were able to fight that off and go on and win each of the sets. And against Western Michigan, we really came out and played very well offensively. They were a little undersized. One of their middle blockers was out also, which really allowed us to, I think, kind of just tee off on them.
Talk about the first weekend of Lauren Cook's career. It looked like she displayed a lot of good floor leadership out there, and she had a really good block, and she had some really key dumps at the net and for some kills. Talk about her performance for the weekend.
Lauren was outstanding in her first outings as a Bruin. And, she let me know how well she blocked after the first match when she was the team leader. And she really came back. She makes good choices out there. She showed me a couple offensive shots that I hadn't seen from her before at all in practice. So, she's just going to continue to get better. And I think that, we got off to a good start with her, and we're going to all grow as she does.
It looked like the go-to person this weekend in terms of hitting was Dicey McGraw. Just talk about how she performed. She seemed like she had a lot of power with her hits, especially from the hits that she had from the back row too.
Well, Dicey had a tremendous preseason training, and I was just really felt good about her. And getting off to a good start and when we began competition, because she had practiced so well throughout the preseason. She feels a lot more confident. She wants to show leadership, and we're keeping her in the back court to use her offense, and she's also been able to step in and pass when we need her, and has come up with some good digs. So Dicey had a great first weekend of play this year.
One of two seniors on the team, Caitlyn Sadder. She was playing in her first volleyball action since December of '07. Just talk about her first weekend and how she looked getting back into the swing of things on the court.
Well, it's good to have Caitlyn back out there to provide leadership for us. Certainly, since her shoulder surgery, she's not as comfortable swinging as she was before, and we've got her over on the left, primarily hitting from the left side right now to get her some more swings. And so she had to chip off a little bit of rust this weekend and get her arm loosened up and get used to taking more swings.
Any other players you thought that impressed you during the weekend, whether it was any of the returners or some of the freshmen?
Well, I think Amanda Gill had a good weekend. She had some key blocks, key hits. She's, I think, impressed me a lot more with her strength this year, and I think that she's only going to continue to get stronger. Sarah Sage had a good outing also, and she'd been hampered a little bit in preseason with a sore Achilles. But the last week of practice, she really kind of caught fire and earned some playing time this weekend and did very well.
Against Hawaii, it seemed that things were out of sorts, whether it was offensively or defensively, and I think one of the biggest keys was the serving of Hawaii, especially the run, a couple different runs that Anelli Cubi-Otonero went on, one of the top servers probably in the nation. Just talk about what happened in the Hawaii match.
Well, they really did come at us with their serves, and we just hadn't seen that tough topspin serve yet. it caught us maybe a little bit off guard. There were tough balls to pass, and I think that we played them very well in the first game, and just lost a couple key points at the end of that first game, and that really unfortunately deflated us, and we really weren't able to respond and keep ourselves in the match. And that's a lesson that we have to learn, because we're not going to go through the rest of the year without losing any more games. So when we lose a game, we've got to be ready to come out and play with fire. And I think it just shocked us a little bit, and we didn't respond very well.
Going into the second weekend, you guys head to the Vegas Invitational. You'll be taking on UNLV, Loyola Marymount, and Idaho. 3 teams that aren't quite the caliber of the teams you faced last weekend in Hawaii. Even though you don't want to take any opponent lightly, what do you want to take? What do you want to shoot for this weekend in terms of what your goals are?
Well, I think that we want to kind of work out some of the kinks that we saw this weekend, and it's a good opportunity for us to get back and be playing against and playing again pretty quickly. Loyola Marymount has always been a very good team, a ball control team. UNLV has really brought their program up, I think, the last few years. And although I haven't had a chance to look at them yet, I'm sure we're going to see some good competition this weekend, and it'll give us an opportunity to maybe try and right the things that we were doing wrong against Hawaii.